Yeah, really excited about both of those guys. As you guys know, we've been very active recruiting the transfer portal for many years. But one thing we're never going to go away from is recruiting high school players. We feel like we signed two good ones last year. We've got two good ones signed again this year. But Jacob was our first commitment. He committed to us early back in September. Really feel good about his game. He's a guy that I've known for a long time, being an Eastern Kentucky guy. I've known his high school coach for years. I actually coached his high school coach's son in AAU basketball when I was playing in college. But Jacob is just an elite shot maker. Got great size for a two guard, 6'3", strong body. One of the best shooters in the country in the entire 2026 class. Has been really well coached with his high school team and also playing with Indiana Elite, one of the biggest Adidas programs in the country. Has played with really good players. Really excited about what he's going to bring to the table for us. And then Kalen and him are going to complement each other so well because Kalen is a dynamic playmaking guard. Really good with the ball in his hands. Really good in transition. Really good in the ball screen. Capable of making really hard shots. One of those guys who can just kind of go get a basket. So excited about both those guys. Are going to complement each other well, and they both really fit us in terms of style of play.
After obviously you expressed your displeasure with the effort in the first half on Monday. Have you seen the guys kind of respond to that in practice since then, and has that kind of translated in the last 2 days?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we had a good day today. To be honest with you, Neil, our routine's been a little bit disrupted this week. We've got guys banged up. We've had a lot of sickness this week. Today was really our first day of getting back and getting after it for hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, where we've got all of our players here. We're still missing one guy today, so we haven't had a full roster since the Shenango game. But thought we had a great day of prep today. Really, guys were really getting after it, trying to digest and understand the game plan for St. Bonaventure.
Chris has really emerged as one of the senior leaders of this team. I mean, shooting 47% from beyond the arc, leading the team in points and steals. I mean, what does that mean to have somebody like that just be able to lead you guys?
Yeah, I think the biggest word for Chris is maturity. He's really developed in that area, and understanding and taking ownership of being a really good basketball player. And Chris has got all the talent in the world. Obviously, his physical tools are nice, but he's skilled. He's really developed a better understanding of the game over the last 6 or 8 months. Really pleased with where he's at, playing great basketball. Has definitely took on a leadership role for our team, trying to do a good job in that area. So again, excited about where he's at.
How do you think that maturity helps the rest of your guys?
Well, it's every facet of the program. When the guy that's trying to take ownership of being a leader on the team displays that, that obviously filtrates into the rest of your players as well.
I know you mentioned rebounding a little bit in a couple of weeks, the last couple of weeks of how you guys wanted to improvement in that regard on the glass. Looking at the stats, Drew King being the team's leading rebounder, I imagine that's probably not what you want to see the backup point guard team, the team's leading rebounder.
Yeah, I actually like that, Neil, to be honest with you, because if we've got guards that are rebounding the basketball, Drew's always been a really good rebounder, even going back to his days at Houston Christian. He's always been a guy that's been 4.5, 5 rebounds a game. And, I think we spoke about it in one of the games, maybe after Pitt. We've played teams where the physicality of the forwards of the other team has been so extreme. A lot of times our 4s and 5s are really trying to survive the physical warfare that it takes to keep those guys off of the glass, and then turn that allows or hopefully allows your guards to get in there and get those rebounds below the rim. But we definitely have to rebound the ball better. We've got to get 5 guys in the fight. We collectively have to block out better. The game on Saturday, the single biggest key to the game is, can we rebound the basketball? If you look at the numbers, we're like the 12th worst defensive rebounding team in the country through 3 games. They're the 7th best offensive rebounding team in the country. So we have to do a much better job, and it's going to be critical to the game on Saturday. But in terms of our team's long-term potential, we have to be a much better defensive rebounding team.
They're St. Bonaventure on Saturday. They're 3-0. They've won a couple of tight games. But what have you kind of seen from them, and what are you kind of expecting to see from them on Saturday?
Yeah, really good team. Very well coached. Pieces that really fit well together. Their two most dangerous weapons in terms of their personnel is Simmons and Mitchell. Simmons is a combo guard who can really score the basketball, getting about 20 a game. Mitchell's a 5-man, big physical forward who they can throw the ball around the rim to, getting 15 and 10. Those two guys, we got to do a really, really good job executing, our game plan on those guys. But in terms of holistically as their team, elite offensive rebounding team, very, very dangerous in transition, a team that wants to get the ball side to side offensively. We've got to do a great job executing, our no-middle defense, keeping the ball out of the middle of the floor, whether that's on drives, whether that's in the ball screen. And then when we do play great first shot defense like we have for most of the year, again, going to be able to clean the glass up and finish possessions, which will allow us to get out in transition.
You scored more points in each game this season, started with 59, then got up to 90, and then obviously 115 here at home. Is that what you wanted to see from your offense? Are they kind of developing the way you want them to?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously shooting the ball pretty well for the most part, which is always nice. I think we got guys who can, shoot the ball from three well, which is a big piece of our offense. But yeah, it's just, I think, natural progressions of our team as we continue to go. And, we're learning things from each and every game that we're playing, where we can get better, what we're doing well, how we can take those things and implement them into our practices to continue to try to develop our team.
We only held Pitt to 74 points, and Grand Canyon's a great scoring team. They got 81 on you, but are you happy with your defense? I mean, they seem to be in the right place.
Yeah, I'm happy with our first shot defense. Again, the defensive rebounding is an Achilles heel for us right now. We got to be much better in that area, and our defensive numbers and our opponent's point per possession and overall points will drastically go down if we can rebound the ball better.
You mentioned last week that you were hoping to get an update on Vlad's status this week. Where does he kind of stand in his return to the team right now?
Yeah, we'll see for Saturday. Still up in the air if he's going to play. It's going to depend on how he progresses the next couple of days. Confident that he'll be out there by next Wednesday for Toledo, and then we'll see on Saturday. Again, just so much yet to be determined here over the next 48 hours, how he feels, how he progresses. He is back to doing some non-contact stuff on the floor, but we'll see how that goes over the next 48 hours.